Hi, ladies. How's it going? We are here live for our topic of the day, which there was a really good question out there. So give me a second. I'm going to tag you guys, get into it. If you are watching the replay, write hashtag replay in the comments so I know you are here, okay? It was actually, let me see, Christy that asked this question, and I felt like it was a really good question. So what she was asking was, can eating too little calories stall your weight loss or cause you not to lose weight? Can it cause a plateau? What happens? So I'm going to dig into that. Let me tag you guys. This is going to tell you guys that I am here live doing a training for you. All right, cool. Got that done. Perfect. Um, so let's dig into it. Um, so the topic really is eating too few calories, eating very little amounts of food. Does it stall your weight loss? Like, should you be careful with it? And the thing that comes to my mind, and maybe yours too, if you think about just like eating too few calories or eating very little amounts of food, for me, it sounds really stressful. It sounds like something that I don't want to do because I personally I like food. I enjoy it, and I also feel like it gives me energy too. When I have gone for a long time of just like not eating, I personally feel my energy start to go down, and that goes the same thing for being in the gym. So maybe here and there, maybe I didn't eat enough before going to the gym, and I'll be working out and exercising, and I'll start to crash. My energy will start to go down. So that comes to my mind when eating too little calories. So overall, I did a live training actually yesterday on calorie deficits. I can shoot you guys in that direction if you want to watch that training. But the best calorie deficit is around 300 to 500 calories per day. And what can happen is sometimes ladies will eat even less than that. So they'll eat very, very little for food. And if you have a bigger calorie deficit than that, research has shown that not only are you going to feel really hungry, but you're also going to lose weight from areas that you don't want to. It's going to be your muscle mass. It can impact your hormones. It can spike your cortisol. It's going to cause a lot of chaos in your body if you're eating very, very little amounts of food. And so, what happens? And so, what she wanted to know was, can you are you going to stall for your weight loss, or is it going to cause you not to lose weight? Typically, so if you slash your calories down and you eat very, very little, typically that person will lose weight. And if you think in the past, I know when I was trying to lose weight, I tried so many different things, you guys, and a lot of them were very low amounts of food. I did a cabbage soup diet. I did an Arbonne detox. I did all of these different, so many different things. But across the board with all of them, um, some of them, like I couldn't eat certain foods, but usually I felt pretty hungry overall. Maybe not the first little bit, but I always felt pretty hungry overall for the most part, and everybody's a little bit different. But what happens is, yeah, you can lose weight, sure. And if you continue it, you probably can lose weight really rapidly. And that there's a lot of promises when it comes to all of these like different things, these like intense diets. There's a lot of promises. But when you lose that weight, you're so much more likely to gain the weight back, because and the reason why is because it's really, really hard to sustain. You can't eat low amounts of food for long periods of time. It's just really hard. It's not doable. And as soon as you start to work normal things back into your day, like let's say you cut carbs out, for example, and you're eating very low amounts of food, having barely any carbs. As soon as you start to live normally again and eat these carbs again, you're likely to gain the weight back. So if you're eating very, very low amounts of food, you're and if you lose weight quickly, like everybody wants it quick and fast, right? But if you lose the weight quick and fast, you are so much more likely to gain the weight back. I don't know statistically how much more likely, but you are so much more likely to gain it back compared to if you took a more sustainable approach that just fits into your life, that fits into your day, and that's a smaller calorie deficit compared to a very aggressive one, just like low amounts of food. So you can lose weight, but you're way more likely to gain the weight back. And what also happens in that process is you're going to start to feel really exhausted and depleted from having very low amounts of food and a very steep calorie deficit. And it can also create that yo-yo with your weight loss. So it can cause you to lose the weight, gain it right back, lose the weight, and it will cause a person to kind of feel stuck and feel like they're on a hamster wheel and they can also start to feel like a failure, like, oh, I tried so many different times, I feel like nothing is going to work for me. I felt like that personally when I was trying all different kinds of things. It was like, I guess I'm just going to be stuck here. I guess I'm just never going to fit back in my jeans again. But it was really because it was a aggressive approach, very aggressive approach, and it wasn't realistic. So you have to do something that you can stick with, not only for that period of time, but long term, because you want it to be more of a lifestyle change. If it's a lifestyle change, that means it's going to help you to maintain it long term. You're going to be able to do it for the rest of your life, okay? So it can create a yo-yo, and usually it creates that yo-yo because it's too strict, it's too rigorous, it's too hard, it's not fitting into your life. What it's doing is kind of causing your life chaos. It's not working very well. And she also asked, let me go back to her question really quickly. Okay, she asked if it can stall your weight loss. And the truth is, it can down the road. Everybody's a little bit different. But what it can do is if you're having very low amounts of food, it can slow your metabolism a bit. And I know that's like, this is scary to hear. I was always scared of hearing like, oh, your metabolism, it's slowing down. Like, oh no. But the truth is, your body is so stinking smart. Your body is brilliant. So what it does is when you have low amounts of food, it adapts to what you're doing. It sees what's happening and then it reacts and it adapts. So if it gets low amounts of food, it thinks, okay, so this is what my new normal is. I'm going to figure out how to operate efficiently off of this small amount of food. And this is what I'm going to have. This is how I'm going to operate. So I'm going to adapt to the low amounts of food. So because the bodies are so smart, like our bodies, like, very smart, it adapts to what we give it. So throughout weight loss in general, if you want to lose 30, 50, 60 pounds, it's not like you get one set number for a calorie deficit because you need to take it in stages. It's not all in one go. And that's what a lot of people think is like, okay, you just eat less food and then it's just like done. But there's many different changes that need to take place and there's multiple macro changes that need to take place because when you were 40 pounds heavier or whatever, you were a bigger body. Your body required more food on a daily basis just to stay alive. And as you are getting smaller, your body then requires less energy, and that requires macro changes. What also can happen is your body will get used to certain macros. So what I do with my clients that need to lose a lot of weight, and sometimes well, I'm not going to mention that. So what we will do is sometimes the food needs to go up a bit and that speeds up the metabolism. It gets it going again. We bring the food up and we bring it back down. So that way, the woman doesn't stall out and hit a plateau when they're trying to lose a lot of weight. That can happen. I have a client that actually came to me and she lost a good amount of weight, but she hit a plateau. She's like, okay, Caitlin, I lost my weight, but I hit a plateau and I have a lot more weight to lose. And she was eating, I want to say she was around 1,400 calories or so when she first came to me. And she was eating that amount. She was tracking her food. She was working out. And she's like, what is it? Like, I'm trying so hard. And what happened with her is her body adapted to that food. That's what happened. Her body's like, okay, this is how much food I'm going to get. I'm going to learn how to live off of this. This is what we're doing now. So what I did was I increased her food slowly, and her body realized, okay, we have more food. We're going to, the body starts to get less worried. It thinks, oh, okay, like I'm going to turn this food into energy. I'm going to take this and apply it where I need it. So that's what happens to the body sometimes. So we sometimes need to eat a little bit more food to then get the weight off. And she ended up losing 20 pounds just as we increased her food. So we worked her from 1,400 calories all the way up to 2,100 calories or so. And then she's at that point right now. Everybody's a little bit different, but I wanted to give you insight into, yes, if you do eat low amounts of food, you can hit a plateau. You can get to a point where you don't lose any more weight. I think I answered her question fully. Yeah. So can it stall your weight loss? Can it cause you to not lose weight? So the reason why it might cause you not to lose weight is because, like I was saying earlier, it's going to possibly cause you to be in that yo-yo and get so stuck because it's not realistic. So you're going to lose weight, gain it right back. And that's why it would cause you to not lose weight, because it's just too little of food for you and your body, and you're going to not feel good. You're going to be really hungry, and that's why it's not going to work out. Because maybe a party is here, maybe a birthday, maybe a holiday, and you're gonna want to enjoy yourself, and you're going to want to like eat certain things, and then all of a sudden you're way out of your calorie deficit, and then you get on the scale, you're upset because the scale went up, and then you start to feel like a failure. So it's just best to not eat super low amounts of food for you and your body, so that way you can just slowly chip away at the weight loss, okay? So quick and fast isn't always better, ladies. Sometimes quick and fast cause you to stall and cause you to not be successful, okay? All right, ladies, that's what we have for today. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a message. I'm here to help, and I hope you have the best day. Talk to you later. Bye.